Hello there everyone, I am Nick, and I am recording this immediately after the last video, the update vlog. I'm still wearing my freaking pajamas. I need to change. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. So yes, hello there everyone, I am Nick. I said this already. And, yeah. So Tyler, our friend here at Diamond Knife Studios, Tyler, crazy Lego man, has, I don't know why I refer to him as his YouTube thing. He's been in several of my videos. He's a funny guy. Go watch our videos together. He's a good friend of mine. Has asked me for some tips on recording in a comment here on YouTube. And I figured I'm still waiting for the last thing to upload, so why not? Let me do that real quick. Sorry. So, I suppose I could do that while I'm waiting for this video to upload. The big thing is, when you're recording, just play games like you normally would. And that's always, that seems obvious, but that's always really difficult for me. Let me just, okay, I'm recording. That'd be bad. There's no, light on my camera that says I'm recording, so I just have to be extra careful that I'm recording. So yeah, the big thing is just play games like you normally would, and that's always hard for me, surprisingly, because if you were to just come into my house and listen to me and my sister play video games, we're loud and we're always laughing and I'm constantly making jokes. Now go to my videos, I'm not really like that at all, and that's a big thing that I need to do more, is just play games like you normally would. Just play them normally, just in your commentary. Don't try to make jokes for the camera, just play it normally. That's always really hard for me. I feel that that's hard for a lot of smaller YouTubers who are constantly aware that they're talking to a camera. But yeah, just play it normally and people will have more fun with it. I was watching two videos actually. I was watching them both on Minecraft survival games. I don't really like the survival games minigame, but I digress. So I was watching two. One was an Ant Venom video, the other one was a Super Will video, and most of you should know who Ant Venom is. He's a pretty popular guy. He's got 1 million or so subscribers, I think. And the other one, this totally got caught on my shirt. The other one was Super Will, I forget he has a bunch of numbers in his name. He's a cool guy. I'll link to his channel. I'll link to both of them. But, Ant Venom was constantly trying to make, in his survival games video, he was constantly trying to make things interesting for the viewer. And I was bored out of my mind watching that video, and I'm sure there's people who will go, oh no, it was Ant Venom. I like his stuff. I like his single player stuff. I don't like anything that he does with multiplayer. But it just wasn't that good. It was just too staged for me. And it wasn't staged, but I just tried to keep things interesting for us. Then Super Will played, it was a different map, granted. But he played survival games by himself, and he just played it like he normally would, save for a few breaks to adjust the settings on the video, because his frame rate was too bad to play. But besides that, it was just normal. I was on the edge of my seat in the final part of that match when he went up against a guy with way better equipment, and he wound up winning because he was doing good. I was on the edge of my freaking seat watching that. That's the big difference between trying to keep things interesting and just playing it like you normally would. So just play things like you normally would. If you would normally make a joke, make a joke. If you would normally shout out something, maybe try to keep it at least a bit out of the adult content. I don't know. Then my other tips are, what you would usually expect, you know. Try to speak clearly, which is kind of difficult for me because I have kind of a grainy voice. As you guys can hear, it just drones on for hours without breaking a tone. Try this is never important for me, really, but try to keep the video at least at higher quality. That's always been difficult for me. I was talking, you guys can go and see my comment on the Maximum Gaming Guy video that I mentioned in the channel update. I stated that it's the commenter that makes the video, not the game or the clip that he's talking about or whatever. It's always the commenter, and that's how I decide if I like their videos. Not that they're playing, oh, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's if they're funny. I don't care if it's in HD or if you're recording with your camera. If you're funny, you're funny. If you're a cool guy, you're a cool guy. If you're smart and constantly teaching me new things about games or real life or whatever, you're doing that. If you're just playing a cool game in high def and are constantly making jokes that fall flat, I still don't like your videos. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what you're playing, what you're watching, what your equipment is, doesn't matter. But other people do enjoy it at higher quality. But again, being yourself is the big part that will bring people to you. Regardless of quality of the videos, you'll get more hate mail and stuff. Well, you'll get more like dislikes if you have low quality. But the people that stick around will stick around if you're someone that they enjoy. I don't stick around for, you know, I don't know, White Boy 7th Street. Does he exist anymore? I think he does. Just because he has, you know, high definition camera and, you know, all this crap or whatever. He's playing Grand Theft Auto 5 in 4K quality. I don't care. The guy's still an idiot. Sorry, that got a bit ranty, but that's a good example. So, yeah. Play some interesting games. I know I just said it doesn't matter what you're playing and stuff, but that does keep things interesting, I will say. That comes later in the chain. You know, playing a game that, you know, you enjoy or that maybe people haven't seen much before or at all before does help. So yeah. So that's mostly just my tips. A good microphone does, audio quality does bug me sometimes, but it's also just kind of speaking clearly. There's some people like Yuri of Wind, another cool guy. I'm just going to mention lots of people just to get the YouTube monies. I'm sorry for that joke. That had lower quality audio, that I still watch their old stuff, but it does bug me when he had his bad mic. He had like a good one. He had like a really crappy one that was like his webcam camera. Then he had a decent one. Then he had a really bad one, and now he has like a studio quality one. So if it is just speaking clearly, just speak clearer. But sometimes a better microphone will help you out there. But again, big thing is be yourself. That will be what brings people. Everything else, to me, has always been secondary. Always. Now, that might seem a bit counterintuitive, considering that I was going to say that I was going to be less of a commentator and more of a gameplay channel. That's partially because I'm not a good commentator at all. I really have difficulty being myself when I'm on microphone. If you guys were to just listen to me while in a video... What? Okay. If you guys were just to listen to me in a video, I'm way different in the videos than I am in real life. So, yeah. As well as, I'm probably more funny if I just take the one bits and just put them into, like, text. Like, the funniest bits of what I thought. I don't know. And that's something I'm just trying. But, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, another big thing is just play around and see what you like the most. So anyways, that's been better commentary tips. I'm sure that this was a horrible video. for an aspiring commenter. But there's some things. There's also plenty of people on YouTube that are constantly giving tips. But yes. Anyways, guys, I am Nick. I will see you all next time. Farewell.